Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. The message for today from the universe is one of inner calm. And I'm bringing forward what we talked about yesterday because I've just been really feeling the brilliance of this support and the coherence of the messages we received from our full moon spread a few days ago, along with the energies that are we're immersed in right now in the month of Libra. Libra is all about strengthening our muscles for equilibrium in order to maintain our vertical alignment and stay in dynamic balance with all of our circumstances. And the messages yesterday and today in the Sabian are absolutely pulling forward that understanding of our need to continually shift and adjust and adapt to changes externally, to challenges and to expansions, so that we can reframe our physical reality, our relationship to our physical reality, and reconnect with alignment within. And so I'm going to bring forward what I talked about yesterday in preparation for today's message, because it's so fundamental to our opportunities this month and the ability to strengthen muscles that we all need in order to move forward in these times of change on Earth. And so the balance represented, the Eight of Wands swiftness is the middle card in the full moon spread. So a theme that we have, an archetype and a tool and a practice that we have immediate access to right now, especially now and through the coming week and a half while we're still in this current lunar cycle. So the square in the background represents the reality of physical form and the need we have to adapt and adjust and interface with physicality and what's already in matter, and then what's already materialized in the material world. And then the octahedron represents consciousness and the shape of the diamond. The shape of the octahedron is the shape, the platonic solid that is the geometry of the consciousness of breath and of the heart and of air. And so when we meditate and visualize the octahedron in our field, whether in our pineal gland or in our inside of it, in a large one that fills our energy field, when we imagine ourselves interfacing with the octahedron, it brings coherence and alignment and stability to us. And that's because it's the form of stable, expanded, living consciousness. And then the lightning bolts in front of the octahedron represent the frequency of infusion of vitality and new opportunities and velocity and voltage, the electricity of consciousness, literally. And so this symbol brings forward so many deep teachings about the way we can learn to expand our consciousness and work with our field and our relationship to physical and non-physical in order to increase our ability to navigate and expand. The rainbow above signifies that we are always in eternal process, that the process is whole and multifaceted, and that it holds us, and that it's always changing. So, and the bridge, the rainbow is a bridge. Okay, so this is the main archetype and symbol that I'm working with every day for these next couple weeks to help me interface and give me a touchstone in daily life. And I'm bringing it forward to invite you to do the same. The symbol, the archetype that we received in the position of spirit is the Six of Swords, which is the consciousness and awareness of the harmony of the grids, the patterns, the natural patterns, and the natural coherence that exists in everything. And we may not always have access to it. In the position of spirit, it's a reminder that it's here even when we don't feel it. So our job right now is to interface and do our best. Sometimes we're feeling chaotic, and sometimes we're feeling aligned, and sometimes we're feeling inspired. The important thing is to, in all circumstances, remember that there is this truth of larger form, whether or not we are in a place where we can personally experience it in any moment. And so the inner calm today is the invitation I have to you to, in every moment, connect within and remember that truth, the truth that you know that you are connected and that there is larger connection. One of the aspects of mastery in this life is to be able to hold that truth even when we aren't emotionally feeling it, because the reality is that we each move in and out of balance. It's part of navigating change and part of the adventure of this world. So holding to the larger truth and knowing that it's there, and then interfacing with whatever challenge or adventure or opportunity or expansion is in front of you, is the work of this lifetime. So bringing inner calm forward and knowing that this is the month of Libra is a time to build new muscles, I picked up the deck and decided today I would just pull spontaneously while we're all here, and the card just jumped out. So I didn't even shuffle the deck. I just cut, and right away I received that this was our card. So the message for today, oh my gosh, this is super interesting. This is a new deck. It was just gifted to me, and the card that came forward is the extra card in the deck, which is, this brings forward all the symbols of what we were just talking about. I didn't even know it was still in there. This is called the Unicursal Hexagram, and it's unicursal because it's drawn with one continuous line. And there's a whole practice around the unicursal hexagram, and it is another way of talking about the perfection of the grids. And look at the rainbow and the reminder that wholeness is what we are and who we are. The 5 at the center, the 5-petaled flower, is the symbol of life. And so we are interfacing here with natural grids of harmony, as well as infinite potential, which is the beautiful velvety black, and the light and the consciousness and the form, which is the color of the full spectrum of the rainbow. And then the 5-petaled flower in the middle is the signature of our life and our unfolding and our consciousness that interfaces with the grid. So remember that there is a treasure in every moment waiting to be unfolded. And I've certainly been experiencing that today. And this special card that just emerged for us is absolutely a synchronicity about that. So this life is a treasure. This day is a treasure. This moment is a treasure. And in every moment, no matter how much instability, you have access to calm within just by moving into your breath. So have a really fantastic day. And I wish you a day of calm and treasure and beautiful unfolding.